Bitcoin prices are still getting a lot of ups and downs. Why such fluctuations are arising in the market? What is the current Bitcoin trend? Can Bitcoin regain its all-time high value? If yes, until when? But before we move further, we are giving away $1,000 to 2 of our random subscribers. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to our channel, share the video, watch video till to the end and comment the name of your favorite cryptocurrency. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. Bitcoin recovered some of its drop, passing through $43,500 to reaching $43,786.80 with an increment of 0.60%, but still facing a lot of volatilities. The continued inflation in US and other countries of the world is among one of the top reasons for such fluctuations in Bitcoin and other crypto. US inflation hit 7.5% in January, a 40-year high, with costs for products and prices for services expected to rise. Traders from syndicalist Sachs forecast up to 7 rate hikes this year. Rate will increase square measure levied rein in inflation, an instantaneous result of the asset buying program placed in situ by the US Fed following the onset of coronavirus in early 2020. Cryptocurrencies were below the pressure of robust information on inflation within the US. On TH, that has updated 40-year highs, FXPro analyst told CoinDesk in an email. Such values will force the Fed to boost interest rates quicker. That is negative for all risky assets, together with cryptocurrencies. Still, the Worry and Greed Index, that calculates market sentiment, remained neutral at the same time as crypto markets followed equities lower. Well, currently if we take a fair look at facts, Bitcoin price will reach its peak only when inflation is tackled. What's your opinion? Let's take a look at some of predictions by well-known persons. Here they are. Global investment bank JP Morgan has revealed its prediction for the long-term price of Bitcoin as well as the cryptocurrency's fair value. JP Morgan Chase & Co.'s strategists, led by Nicolaus Panagurtzoglou, wrote in a research note published Tuesday that their long-term theoretical target for Bitcoin is $150,000, up from $146,000 predicted last year. At this level, Bitcoin's total value would get on par with all gold control in private for investment functions, they explained. The analysts processed that Bitcoin's fair value is around $38,000, up from $35,000 calculable last year. They calculated the coin's fair value based on Bitcoin being roughly 4 times as volatile as gold, adding that if the volatility differential narrows to 3 times, then the fair value of BTC would rise to $50,000. I think all of Bitcoin and other crypto investors are familiar with the name of CoinGecko. Are you? Investors prior to investing their money always take a look at the value of the commodity in which they are investing. Likewise, before investing in crypto, investors take a look at crypto exchanges and websites to get an idea about the current market trend and to figure out the crypto in which they can invest according to their capabilities. What if such exchanges and websites display a wrong picture of the market? You all crypto enthusiasts may be already aware about this fact, but in case you are not, we are here for you. CoinGecko, one of the largest cryptocurrency tracking websites in the world, has suffered a major glitch on Friday morning, with Bitcoin mistakenly losing its position as the largest digital currency by market capitalization to a lesser-known altcoin. The list of top-valued cryptocurrencies on CoinGecko concisely went somewhat extraneous, with the BTC market cap briefly falling behind a token referred to as relevant. As of 7:20 a.m. Greenwich time, REL was erroneously placed at the highest of the most valued cryptocurrencies on CoinGecko, with the market cap going insane at $6.50 septillion, or far more than all different assets within the world combined. The glitch also affected the total crypto market capitalization on CoinGecko, with the market cap temporarily growing as big as $7 septillion. The issue was quickly fixed as the website data appeared to be back to normal as of 8:20 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Such huge mistakes can put all of our invested money in danger. How can we protect the interest of investors in such cases? Suggest your views? In the past few months, Russia is in the limelight of the world specifically because of its significant involvement in Bitcoin. Recently, news arrived that university students in Russia minting digital currencies in their dormitories risk penalties and even criminal charges, consistent with an expert quoted by native media. The warning comes as Russian authorities try to curb crypto mining with low-cost energy in residential areas. Mining could change into a risky endeavor for Russian students as additional Russians are putting in jury-rigged crypto farms in places with access to backed electricity, like their homes, students are warned that mining digital coins within the quarters will be treated as a criminal violation of the law. At the very least, universities can demand that they pay the surplus power consumption, Vladimir Shelupakin from the Gorgodze and Partners legal firm told the RIA Novosti Press Association. In some cases, however, the amateur miners could also be prosecuted for crimes, he added. Mining will cause vital material damages, the report notes. If a university pays a better electricity bill, it's going to obtain compensation from the scholars that are caught minting cryptocurrency, the attorney detailed. But if the miners refuse to cover these expenses, they may eventually pay with their freedom, Shelupakin warned. If it isn't possible to identify the miners, then it is necessary to report to the police. And in this case, the violators will bear criminal liability under Article 165 of the Criminal Code, causing property damage by deceit or breach of trust, the legal expert specified. The Indian government is constantly trying to stop people of India from investing in crypto. Why is the Indian government doing so? The governor of India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, has reiterated his concerns that cryptocurrency is a big threat to the country's financial and macroeconomic stability. He also warned investors of the risks of investing in crypto, stating this type of investment has no underlying value. What will be the effect of such statements on Indian investors? Will they continue to invest in Bitcoin and other crypto? Let's see in the future. Breaking news coming out today is about one of the largest computer chip makers in the world, Intel. Let's see. What are they bringing to the Bitcoin world? Will it change the Bitcoin industry, or how revolutionary can it prove? Intel would give a presentation about an application-specific integrated circuit geared for Bitcoin mining at the International Solid-State Circuits Conference, a global forum for presentation of advances in solid-state circuits and systems on a chip to be held online later this month. The first logical conclusion was that the company would be presenting a new chip it had developed specifically for the activity. On the terribly next day, publicly listed Bitcoin laborer GRIID disclosed that it had signed a buying deal agreement with Intel for exploit fixed-price Bitcoin mining ASIC hardware from the chipmaker for orders placed before CAD 2023, in what gave the impression to be a move to secure access to Intel's new chip to be conferred at the future conference. However, Intel spokesperson Nicholas Miaskovic indicated that the institution has done style work around SHA-256 optimized ASICs for many years, and cannot unveil a brand new ASIC at ISSCC in a statement shared with Bitcoin magazine. The SHA-256 ASIC referred to in the paper being presented at ISSCC was our first-generation product exploration from 2018, the Intel statement said. In 2018, Intel discharged a patent for a Bitcoin mining hardware accelerator with optimized message digest and message hardware data path that printed an additional economical thanks to notice illegitimate block hash. It claimed to be able to decrease energy use by up to 35th, whereas lowering monetary needs and mining additional Bitcoin within the method. Intel will present the advances in its solid-state circuit designs for Bitcoin mining that have been made since that patent was filed, but will not unveil a completely new ASIC. However, GRIID's purchase is indeed for a new chip that is yet to be announced. The supply agreement released as part of required U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) disclosures from our customer concerns the second-generation ASIC, for which we will provide more details soon, the Intel spokesperson added. Last but not least update about today is that Indian crypto exchange Jados has announced the launch of 2 investment features. What possible features they can be? Can you guess? Jados has announced the launch of 2 investment features. A curated thematic investment feature, which aims to augment an investor's portfolio in the long run, and a systematic investment plan feature to automate and schedule regular purchases of popular crypto assets. Themes such as DeFi, metaverse, gaming and meme coins are already popular among Indian investors. Thanks for watching our video. If you people continue to shower your love on us, we will surely make you grow.